here's where we're at. Weather's rolling in. We are gonna do pine and OSB all the way along here, and paper as well. Get this dried in on the front, and then I don't know exactly where I'm gonna start siding. I may start covering my way back down there just to not worry about the big front side first thing once I get it all dried in. So that'll be the last wall to dry in. I'll hang the doors on the back and see what mood strikes me to work where. I have to pick this week's word. I haven't done that yet. Normally I do it Sunday night. But what I do to keep it simple for myself is once I figure out the word, you will have seen this already. I write it out and then, add the number, and then to scramble it, I just write down the order that I want to place them in, and that way I don't have to stop and think which ones I did or didn't. I can cross them out as I go. So all the letters and the digit go in my envelope. That week's word is there, and then I just work from this list here. So that's, first letter is that. So I just haven't picked this week's letter yet. I'm gonna do that, or word yet. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, we gotta suit up. It's nasty out there. All right, here we go. All right, I got the pine up to past that last window, so I'm going to stick some OSB on there and come along that direction before I bother with going full height top to bottom here. Right, end of the day. Got that sheeted up to the middle of that last window. Pretty sure I'll come close to wrapping that up tomorrow. I'll start the warm up with paper over what I got, and then just kind of keep rolling along there. Truck's having a problem with the DEF system again, so waiting to hear back from the dealer to see if it's got to go in or not. It may throw that code that tells me I got 150 miles to go before 5 miles an hour, at which point, just to be safe, I'm probably going to bring up a job box tomorrow. I'll throw it on there tonight or in the morning, and that way I have it here and I can dump all the tools in it, because I'll have enough left for one round trip safely, and then I don't have to pack so much stuff in my other truck when I drop that thing off at the dealership. Anyway, we'll see you in the morning. Okay, lost a day here. Yesterday, right after I finished up for the day, I was talking about my truck, and it threw the limp mode code. Gave me a certain amount of time to drive before it would be limited to 5 miles an hour. So yesterday I got up early, unloaded all the stuff out of my truck pretty much everything, because I don't know how long it'll be in the shop this time, and drove it to the dealership, got a ride home, and loaded just about everything I needed into this truck, and I was able to go up to a job and haul a bunch of stuff off. So I put the heavy weight in there, so I have a little traction, because empty truck and a heavy trailer is not a good mix. Man, foggy and cold out here. Let's see, we're caught up with the paper. Yeah, we're just gonna start back on this side. That one is crooked. Good grief. Put that over here. Sun's coming out. Far up you can see there, but I got that down. I forgot to move the camera before I went up, so I'm going to bring this down and put up a stack of 14s here and finish out the low side. BG just showed up. Okay, power's out now. I just realized I could probably temp power off of the meter main easier than I could heat up this building, so that's probably what I'll do once they clear out. But I'll have some lunch now while they get done. Okay, I have no power. I've taken down the temporary. I've hooked up the meter main. Okay. Those frickin' bugs get in everywhere. Get out of there. I think I am SOL. Okay. So long story short, I think what I'm going to do is I don't want to heat this up. If I heat up the buswork out there, it heats this up, which means the whole panel's hot if I temp off of this, and they still got to work in here. So I think what I'm going to do is just put my cord into the meter main to a breaker I'll still have to heat up that buswork, which will heat this up, but it'll stop here as long as the breaker's off. It won't heat up this buswork, so they can still work in there. In any case, I think this is the better solution because I'm used to running off of a cord anyway. All right, I am not gonna take that off there. I'll probably just turn this into like a splitter somehow and just lose a couple feet of it. Now, which is totally fine. It's kind of how these cords go. So, like this. That's an interesting thing. I mean, if a breaker was ever going to be set up to be double tapped, that would be it. I wonder if that's legal now. Let's go number 2 position. How about that? There we go. Now, when we turn this, we should hear the compressor come on. You can hear it, I think. Sweet. So I think we're good there. There it goes. It was trying. Okay, last clip of the day. This wall is done. Get out of the sunlight there. This is all ready to side. Tomorrow is cleanup, job site cleanup. First thing in the morning to warm up. We're going to organize some material. We're going to make some room, and then we're going to store some material. And then I don't know if I'll start on this, but I'm definitely going to get some material stocked inside for stairways and decking, and just move some stuff around. So that's the plan. I'll be back. All right, that pile is bats and trim, so I'll probably break it down because we'll be recutting these for the bats in both lean-tos because they're 12 footers, I think. So I'm just trying to clear up some piles here and get back to some other ones I got stacked behind them. All right, that's down, no damage. I'm gonna leave it there so that they can strip the meter, temp power off of that, take it with them next time they're here. The pole stays, that was ours. We'll use it for another project this spring. I'm gonna pull this ground rod out and then probably throw a couple shovelfuls of gravel in that hole. All right, power pole's down, stair material's in. I want to throw a little tarp over that. The loft is stocked, and I'm gonna pull the wood out of the side yard next because it's gonna start raining again. And it's a little muddy out there, but not as bad as it's gonna be once it starts raining with that, that brown clay. So we're gonna do that. That blower does a nice job, but I think it got a little aggressive. All right, I got this area over here closed for winter. Don't need to go out there anymore. Everything's cleaned off of it, put away. I'm gonna sort this stack down here so I can separate out the bats from the trim, so I don't have to fight that later. So I'll do that here. I've got a meeting this afternoon here. I'm kind of waiting for a guy. I'm gonna put some tools in my truck that I need for the weekend. Blew the place out in here. You saw this. The loft is decked or stocked with decking, and everything's looking real good. We'll keep the drip off of that. Got the forklift plugged in because it likes a little heat to start up in the morning. I'm gonna cover those pine 2x6s. Got those 2 full units of siding over there. Partial bundle of stuff is there. I'll try to get the crane hauled out of here next week. I've got to unload my trailer at home, and I'll start hauling those counterweights off as soon as I get my other truck back. I could haul them with this truck, but it'd just be easier with the other one. So we'll start pulling those out of here, stacking those back at the house. It's gonna be, I don't know, probably early spring before I move that thing up to its next job, but it'll just sit at home. I got a couple things I want to do to it. So, all right, I'm going to keep working here and load my truck up with tools.